Hi, I'm Justin Slusser.
And I'm Elisha Bendel.
And we are here to present to you the all-new Grand Design Solitude. This unit is quality-driven, built to last, and unmatched in this segment of fifth wheels.
That's absolutely right, Justin. And we're here in the great outdoors. This RV is in its natural habitat. It's absolutely incredible to be out here in this beautiful scenery, right, Justin?
Only in an RV can you get a change of scenery and be so close to something so beautiful whenever you like it.
That is incredible. We're gonna get started right off at the front cap of the unit. The Grand Design Solitude has a one-piece fiberglass front cap. The great thing about that is it's a fully painted front cap, so it's not graphics or decals on there that are gonna fade over the years. When you get bugs on there, it's not gonna eat away at that. This is gonna look really good going down the road 5 years from now, 10 years from now. The other great feature too is if you look at it, there's no seams on the front whatsoever.
And then any graphics that they do use on this coach, they're automotive graphics that come with a 5-year warranty. That's just unbelievable. No one else is giving you that type of warranty on graphics.
You also have on the Grand Design Solitude a automotive style bonded window. That just lets tons of light inside the unit. When we get inside and you see this layout, you're gonna be impressed with how much light that lets in. That's a really great feature, Justin.
And Elisha, I love that they're doing this MORryde hitch underneath here. When you're towing, it's gonna make that towing experience so much better for you. It's going to take a lot of the road vibration out. It's gonna take a lot of the, it's gonna dampen everything that you're going over and make your experience so much better. So we love that it has that feature.
They want to give you proper equipment that's going to make your RVing experience the best of the best,
Well,
right,
they're
Justin?
quality driven and
built to last. That's Grand Design. That's incredible.
If we work our way over here, so these are some of these automotive graphics that are on this unit that come with that 5-year warranty, but also every Solitude has the frameless window. So a lot of brands, they're going to have a frame around there and they're going to have window seals exposed. Or with the frameless window, they're hidden, they're protected from the elements, so it's going to give you a longer lifespan on that material.
The Grand Design Solitude is not using butyl tape in their seals. If you look at all the seals closely, you won't see that butyl tape pouring out like other brands do and cheapen up their units. Grand Design is not going to do that for you. They've been building RVs for a while. They know what they're doing. They have very smart people working for them, and they're using the best of the best construction.
So they're using, on all their corners, they use a Mylar tape. That Mylar tape is got this crazy rating that's good from negative 60 degrees to 212 degrees. So I don't see anyone using an RV in those experiences that's going to exceed that. So they've really built this thing to hold up to whatever type of RVing you want to use. And the Solitude is built for residential use. It's made for extended stay. So they've really put a lot of time and effort to really dial it in for that customer.
That's so true. It also has a 4-season, it's a WeatherTech package, correct, Justin? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so the WeatherTech package gives you beefed up insulation, R30, R40, R11 values, and then it's a heated and enclosed underbelly, and then also all your tanks underneath are heated. So they've got extra heating pads on them to protect them from cold weather. It's unbelievable.
That's really great. The other thing I like to mention is the awnings. If you can get a shot of these awnings, there are 2 massive awnings on this unit. Basically, your entire campsite side is covered in awnings.
A lot of brands don't give you that, right?
They don't, no. You have to pay a big premium if you want a second awning with most other brands. Grand Design, standard, gonna give you 2 awnings.
So I can fit like 15 people, recliners, patio chairs, picnic tables, and
all
just
your
have
friends
a great
and family.
party and do what RVing is really meant to and just have a good time.
Absolutely, Justin.
That's awesome. Right there, right next to you, Elisha, is these steps. These steps are absolutely amazing. They're so solid, they're so sturdy, but they look so heavy to lift up. But I mean, they're so simple. They actually have a strut assist. So I mean, this thing goes up almost on its own. It's unbelievable.
Great thing about it too is when you pull them back out, you're not just gonna fall on your head and break your head open.
They're
a lot
like
of them
self-levitating here, man.
A lot of them don't have that. The other brands try to put these nice steps on, but they put the cheaper kind that doesn't have that gravity assist. I really like that feature. Now moving on over, one of the amazing impressive features about the Grand Design Solitude is actually the storage capabilities. So first of all, you have oversized storage compartment doors, And the reason they can do that is because of the drop frame construction. This actually has a frame where the main I-beam is lower than most other fifth wheel brands, so it gives you a larger entry door to storage compartments. The second thing is you actually have a 101-inch wide body construction, not a 96-inch wide, not a 96 non-wide body like most other RV manufacturers are doing. Most full profile fifth wheels, believe it or not, are still doing 96-inch wide construction, not the Grand Design Solitude. So that's going to give you tons more storage space in here, and then tons more living space in the interior of the unit. The other awesome thing too is you actually have all slam latch storage. It's usually a feature that's really delegated to very, very high-end motorhomes. And then all the storage, believe it or not, has magnetic latches. So you don't have those cheap plastic latches that inevitably break off and you have to, that's terrible, right?
So let me show you this amazing feature. Right here on the slide out, they even advertise to pound right here, to thump right here. A lot of brands don't give you the strength and integrity that Solitude gives you in this slide out wall. They're not going to laminate it, they're just going to pinch roll it, or they're just going to leave it hung fiberglass. This is solid construction. You spend a lot of time in your slide out, so it's very important that they do this for you.
One more thing about the slides too, before we move on, the seals in the slides, Grand Design's doing a triple seal slide system. The reason why that's important is because a lot of brands still do one outside seal, one inside seal. Grand Design does a third one in the middle to prevent any kind of water intrusion into that unit.
So that's just extra protection to just give you a superior product against everything
Exactly.
else. Yep. So can we walk down this way and look at this just unbelievable storage? I know you got a lot up front, but you haven't seen anything yet.
This is so incredible. One of the great things about this is you can actually bring all the stuff you want to bring with you. So all your toys, your kayaks, your coolers, your chairs, your grills, everything you want to bring with you, you have space for it with the Grand Design Solitude. Some of the brands have very limited storage, which is never, you don't want to have to decide what you want to bring with you on that really great camping trip. Another nice thing too is if you get a shot of this, all the basement area is thermostatically controlled, so climate controlled. So if you have stuff in here that needs to be kept at a certain temperature, you can do that with the Grand Design Solitude. You also have television cable hookups right here, so you can put an outside TV here. You have power. All the lights in all the storage areas are automatic as well.
Motion activated.
Motion activated.
Yeah, as soon as you lift up that door, they're going to cut on for you. You don't have to worry about fishing around in the dark and trying to find something. And then on this back part of this storage, look at this aluminum cage, like solid, sturdy. A lot of brands don't give you this, and they don't weld it. They might screw it. They're actually going to weld this for you, which is way stronger than screwing it, and the retention, the life, the longevity, the integrity. You want something that's going to hold up to your demands, and the Solitude does that. So on this particular floor plan, this has this amazing slide out tray. We're in the Solitude 380 FL that offers this for you, but they have an amazing array of floor plans to fit whatever you need you have. But this one just has this amazing feature that this is where your kayak could easily go and just slide it right in and out. I mean, this was actually, we're at a lake right now. I would love to be able to have this kayak here, and a lot of brands you can't do that, but the Solitude's going to give you that.
This is such an incredible feature. A couple things back here on the rear cap. They give you a standard, they give you a hitch back here with a four-way connection as well.
So I could like put a bike rack back here and carry my bikes and my kayak. That's just unbelievable that they're giving this. A lot of brands don't give you that.
All these impressive features at this super low price. It's incredible. Moving on up, you actually have, talking about features, you have standard prep for a backup camera. So all the wiring is there. Grand Design's done that at the factory. You don't have to worry about someone else doing it and maybe not doing it right and trying to find wires. Already done for you. You also have a rear ladder here. It's a fully walkable roof.
It is.
Which is great. A lot of brands are using cheap construction and they're not fully walkable roofs. The Grand Design Solitude has a fully walkable roof. You can get up there, do whatever kind of maintenance you want and not worry about quite literally falling through the roof.
Exactly. Coming around to the off-door side, we've got an amazing feature I want to share with you right here. All your valves are enclosed. They're in this climate-controlled area. A lot of brands are going to put them underneath, and then they're going to scatter them everywhere. So you've got to go to the back, you've got to go to the front, you've got to go to the middle. Everything is not centrally located like the Grand Design Solitude. So they're putting them here, easy for you to find, and they're out of the elements and protected. That's going to be a phenomenal feature for you as you own this unit.
I don't know why other brands don't do that right off the bat.
I don't
Actually,
either.
I do know. It's because it takes someone who's very smart, takes a lot of people who are very smart that work for Grand Design to think about what RVers want and what makes sense and do it the right way from the start. Other brands don't want to do that for you. The other thing too is you have this nice power cord reel winder. So the power cord reel for the 50 amp power cord of this unit can get kind of heavy, so it's nice to be able to put it right on here and wind it right up and not have to worry about lugging it around, which is really great.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, actually, let me tell you about these tires. These tires are G-range tires. So a lot of brands don't give you that, and a responsible fifth wheel buyer, what they're gonna have to do is go out and spend hundreds, almost $1,000 on new tires because they're not equipped to handle that fifth wheel, which is crazy. But Grand Design is going to go ahead and give you those upgraded tires. They're higher speed ratings, they're higher load capacities. It's just a great safety feature that Grand Design is just one step ahead of everyone else, looking out for their consumer, their customer.
That's so true. And then beside that, you also have beautiful aluminum rims. They're not those steel rims that are going to rust out. This is super easy to clean. It's also going to look like this going down the road in 10 years, believe it or not. It'll look exactly like that. And then below that, you have a MoRide Cree 3000 suspension system. That's a really impressive feature because it gives you more travel room when you're on the road. It's going to reduce the vibration inside the unit. It's going to reduce all your stuff inside the cabinets and your storage compartments from getting rattled and falling apart inside. That's a really great feature. Above that too, you have a black tank flush, standard obviously. A lot of brands, believe it or not, are not doing that because they don't want to cheapen things up. And so without that feature, you actually have to stick a hose down your toilet to clean your black tank out. It's a disgusting thing. You never want to do that. So this Grand Design Solitude gives you ease of access for cleaning out your black tanks.
That's like a must-have. You have to have that.
Moving on to the front of the unit, before we head inside, there's several really great things we've got to talk about up here. The first thing is actually this water heater. Believe it or not, the Grand Design Solitude gives you a 12-gallon gas.
I'm sorry, sir. Did you say 12?
12.
You can't do that, sir.
Not 6, like most brands, not even 10, like some brands if they're better. 12-gallon gas electric quick recovery water heater. So your whole family can shower in there and not worry about running out of hot water.
That's amazing.
That's
and
crazy.
If we can get a close-up look of this central command center here, this is so customer friendly that I don't know why every brand doesn't do this. But there's even a diagram for you to send the water where you want it to go. Life is so simple with this Solitude. You just hook it up and you can direct the water where you want to go, almost like a manifold system. And then there's an outside spray port, there's outside TV hookups, and there's a water filter. A lot of brands don't give you this. You have to go out and spend, I don't know how much money, like 50, 60 bucks for a good water filter, where they've included it. They've even got your canister here, your filter, and your wrench to take care of everything here. Unbelievable.
Before we talk about the leveling, I just wanted to point this out because there are other brands that put residential fridges inside with ice makers but don't hook them up. Not the Grand Design Solitude. They hook up the residential fridge ice maker so that you have fresh ice when you're camping, and you actually can see that because you have a shut-off valve for that right here. They go the extra mile to give you the features that are going to make your camping experience better.
Right
Incredible.
Here is your one-touch auto level system. So this is fully hydraulic auto leveling. You just get it off your truck, come here, push your button, and you're done. This thing will take care of itself. You can kick back, sip your lemonade while this thing is setting itself up. Just another feature that the Solitude gives you to make your life easier. So let's take a look at this beautiful inside Grand Design Solitude 380 front living room. I absolutely love this floor plan. One of my favorite features is this top living room area. You've got 2 recliners here. You've got dual sofas. Now both of these make sleeper beds, so you can sleep an army up here as well. But the recliners are my favorite because they're heated, they're massaged, they're power, so you just push a button. So they're absolutely amazing.
I can plug my phone in right here, charge my phone while I'm getting massaged and kicked back. That's an incredible feature.
And they're directly across from the TV. Wow. So you're like your own movie cinema up here that you can just kick back and relax and watch this huge TV right here.
Talking about the TV, Justin, is actually a televator. So this will hide when you don't want the TV up, and instead when you want to see a gorgeous view out there, let that light in. And then around this, you'll notice all of that solid wood cabinetry, solid wood construction. So all of this all completely solid wood. They're not using particle board. They're not just stapling together particle board for their cabinetry. You also have hidden hinges, residential style hidden hinges. They're fully adjustable as well. You have these beautiful, beautiful glass doors here, hidden speakers up in here, so you don't have those like kind of marine looking speakers. This looks really, really nice and residential. Then moving on over, the lights are fully dimmable. So if you just hold your finger right on here, you'll see the lights are fully dimmable, so you can create that nice mood lighting at night, which is a really nice feature. And then if you look up and get a shot of this, the ACs on this unit are fully ducted ACs.
So the ACs are ducted, but the really cool feature about this system that they have is that it's zoned. So you can have one area colder than another or one area warmer than another. So if you're up here and I like it cold, I can have it cold. Someone's in the back wants to take a nap, likes it toasty, we can accommodate that in the Grand Design Solitude, which is a lot of brands can't do that.
That's so true, and it's also one of the quietest AC systems. Can you tell us about that?
So it's a whisper system, so it's like 20% quieter than everything else in the industry, but also it's what they call a racetrack, so there's no sharp turns that the air has to make. It's rounded, and it's just constantly forcing the air out, which is more productivity out of your ACs, which is what you want when you're extended stay residential use.
Talking about ACs, this unit actually has 30,000 BTU of AC cooling capacity, so that's 15,000 BTU ACs, and that's a standard feature. A lot of units, if they're gonna give you two ACs, a lot of times they'll give you two 11,000, maybe two 13,000 BTUs if you're lucky. Again, two 15,000 BTUs standard on this unit.
That's absolutely correct. They're not gonna give you what the Grand Design Solitude does. I was just looking out this window over here.
That's so true.
That is just breathtaking, and this is what RVing does for you. So if we can get a quick look at this, you're never gonna get a view like this from a hotel room. So in the daytime, you can set up, you can look out these massive windows that are all across this Grand Design Solitude, and then nighttime comes, they've already planned ahead for you. They've got these wonderful privacy shades that are super easy to use. All you have to do is lift it up, and you're back to having that beautiful view.
I love that you mentioned the view, Justin, because what I imagine is, right now we're in front of a lake, but next week we could be in front of the Grand Canyon, and the backdrop could be the Grand Canyon back there, or the Great Tetons Mountain.
There's the Rockies, the Pacific Coast,
exactly,
the redwoods. You could be whatever you like, and that's what RVing is, just amazing.
Also, you have standard a central vacuum system on this unit. So there's multiple access points. Actually, down here underneath the stairs is a kick plate where you can just kick it up, sweep all the dust in, and then, or you can plug this hose in, and it actually will reach your entire unit. And then outside in the basement area, there's a access point for this as well. So you can clean out your car, you can clean out your basement area. This is a really great feature to have.
That's an amazing feature. This is equipped standard with a fireplace. So it's an electric fireplace that's rated for 450 square feet, which is more than we have in this entire unit. So it's more than capable of keeping up with down to about 40 degrees. You're going to be able to use strictly electric, not have to use your own money for propane. You're already plugged into the campground. This is a great benefit to have.
And then one thing I'd noticed that this unit doesn't have is there's actually no forced air propane vents on the floor.
That's correct. You don't see any throughout the entire coach. What they do is called an even flow heating system. So without that, they've routed it to be more efficient than the standard heating system so that you don't get hot spots, cold spots in the units. Make sure heat goes so much more evenly throughout the unit. But what it also does is give you just a much cleaner look throughout your unit, and you don't have to worry about taking those vents and registers out and cleaning them out. They've made life a lot more simple for you in the Grand Design Solitude.
This makes it so much easier to clean.
Absolutely.
And then if you pan on down to the floor, I want you to get a shot of this. There's no carpet on this flush floor slide at all. They're doing that same linoleum look floor. That carpet, if you have it, it always tends to retain smell and dirt and pet hair.
It's just going to be a lot more troublesome to keep clean.
Yeah.
Where this, you can just grab a Swiffer and be done. Life's so much easier in the Solitude.
Everybody always says, I wish my unit had no carpet, or I had to replace the carpet because it smelled and looked terrible. So you don't have to worry about that with the Grand Design Solitude. And then let's talk about this dinette area. The first thing about this, which I love, is the massive windows. So again, you have those frameless windows, but they're oversized and they put massive windows in the slides as well. So some brands, if they do windows in the slides, they do really tiny ones that don't open. The Grand Design Solitude does really, really big windows, so you have a lot of light in here.
And if they don't open, you're not getting any cross ventilation as well. So I love that. And then this table is mounted against the wall. So it's all the way mounted against the wall. A lot of brands are gonna mount it down in the middle where your legs are interrupted. You can't sit in comfortably. So we lift this leaf up and then we can move around. There's tons of room at this table to go all the way over. And then this leaf is just super, but you hear that sound?
Great. It's solid construction. It's great because 4 people can easily sit here, have breakfast or dinner together and not worry about, playing footsie back here, So. It's great.
I was really interested in this area over here because there's just so much storage. I thought this was just extra countertop and wasted, but the Grand Design said, no, we're gonna give you extra storage underneath here. And then it's felt lined in here. So if you wanna put something that is valuable to you, you can keep that up there and be okay. It's just a great use of space.
That's so great. This kitchen area has beautiful solid surface counters, and this goes throughout the entire unit. They're not using that press formica or the T-molding. This is very, very residential, really nice construction. You actually have solid surface sink covers, not just the plastic ones. And look at this sink. You have a residential, undermounted, massive, huge sink. This is one of the biggest sinks I've seen in a unit.
Look how expensive this faucet is.
I promise this looks like it came from $1 million home, Justin. This is incredible. This is not cheap plastic hardware like other brands are using. Solid residential fixtures. Talking about residential fixtures and appliances, you have a huge 18 cubic foot residential fridge.
That's massive.
It has the ice maker built in as well. And
it's there's an ice maker under here.
And then moving on over, you have an oversized microwave. So you actually have room to put stuff in there. A lot of the microwaves are so tiny, you really can just fit a Hot Pocket in this.
And that's a convection microwave as well. So you could literally cook in that oven, bake in that oven if you wanted to. So you could be dual baking at the same time.
Right, because you have a oversized oven down here. The great thing about all the appliances, they're all the stainless steel look. So they all tie in together and just make this kitchen look so much nicer.
And look at that stove.
Oh, this is incredible. This is one of my favorite features. 3 high capacity output burners. You actually have a built-in, splash guard here on the wall, and it's not just a sticker like a lot of brands do. It's actually tile backsplash, just like in a house.
So one of Grand Design's most innovative things that they do is the way they use the storage in the unit. This one has this amazing pantry. So up top, you've got adjustable shelving, and then a lot of brands are actually just not even gonna work with this space at all. Grand Design's gonna give you full extension drawers that go all the way out. They're metal ball bearing glide drawers that are solid. You can put whatever you want, canned goods, whatever you wanna use, they've created that space for you. They're also pet friendly. Grand Design is pet friendly in all their products. So if we can go down here below the oven.
I love this feature, Justin.
Yeah, this is awesome, Elisha. They've already put in food bowl, water bowl for your pets. They're really catering to that RV lifestyle because we all know RVers love their pets. So Grand Design is amazing on that.
That's so cool. So this unit's also the 3DFL floor plan, so it's a bath and a half.
Absolutely.
And when you come in here, one of the things I want you to just notice is you actually have a medicine cabinet that's hung on the wall. You don't just have a mirror that is glued to the wall and definitely falling off. Massive medicine cabinet, lots of counter space in here as well, and again, residential fixtures. They're not cheapening it up and putting plastic in here. They're doing residential fixtures. And then down below us, we have a porcelain toilet. This is not a plastic toilet like a lot of brands are going to use. I don't want to sit on a plastic toilet. Definitely not. I feel like I'm in a porta potty. And if you're spending the kind of money on this awesome RV, you want to have the best experience. They're going to give you a porcelain toilet.
A lot of brands might give you one porcelain toilet. They're going to give you one porcelain, one plastic.
Right.
Grand Design doesn't skimp out. They do the best products all the way through the whole unit.
Talking about that, I mean, you have, if you look at the lighting, they have undermount lighting underneath this kitchen island. You have accent lighting up here, this beautiful glass display up there. They just make it look amazing.
Take a look right above me. This is a fantastic fan that has the rain sensor built in. So I'm cooking and it's a cloudy day and I want to get the fumes out of here. I can have that on and it's going to pull that air right out or fresh air right in. But if it begins to rain and I'm watching TV and I forgot to shut it, it's automatically going to close itself. That's a fantastic feature that comes on all Solitudes.
Standard feature.
Standard, yes sir.
You don't have to upgrade or have to pay extra for that. Standard.
Other brands you'd have to spend $300, $400, $500 to get that installed.
Absolutely right. Moving on up to the bedroom, the first thing I want you to notice is these solid wood steps. Just a really nice feature, and then you have also a solid wood handle here to grab onto when you're walking up. And then they continue that automatic lighting throughout the entire coach. They're everywhere, where these automatic lighting, they'll come on at night to help you see when you're walking through the unit.
Can you believe that some brands even still use carpet on their steps?
I can't believe that, but they still do. That's crazy. And then over here you have a wardrobe right here for your coats, extra additional clothes, more storage here. This bedroom area also has a full walk-around king bed, which is a really great feature, but you can still have room to get around the entire unit.
Easy to make the bed.
Yep. And then this is really nice too.
I love that headboard.
It's so, you know, just feels like you're in a house. Does not feel like you're in an RV. A lot of...
Look at those little shelves next to you as well.
That's amazing. So you can stick your phone right here. You have windows up here. Above the bed, you have a window as well, again with those full blackout shades. Windows in your sidewalls.
So I love this bedroom. It's got so much room. And underneath this bed, there's an insane amount of storage. So you've got super deep storage back here, and then felt line down here. If you want to put something valuable, it's protected in your bedroom. But one other thing is, I love how clean it looks, right?
It does. A lot of times you have exposed wood here, and you can see kind of the shoddy craftsmanship that some of these brands put in here. The Grand Design Solitude cleans everything up really nicely. You don't have just piles of sawdust down here and, again, exposed wood.
And I love that there's struts to hold this bed up. It makes it super easy to go up and down for the customer. They just really thought of everything in this bedroom.
Moving on to the bathroom, this is where it gets really impressive back here. You have so much counter space in this bathroom, and you have his and her sinks. The great thing about the sinks that they're using in the Solitude bathroom is they're actually big enough to stick your hands underneath here and fully wash your hands. Right now, obviously, we're having to wash our hands a lot, but a lot of the sinks I see, you can't even really get more than a couple fingers under there. They're just tiny little bowls. So these are really nice big sinks, just like you'd have in your house. And then all the storage they have in this bathroom for all of your toiletries, linens. Down here, you have plenty of room for your towels. Storage goes on and on and on. You have drawers here. Moving on to the shower, I'm actually gonna step in here to show you. This shower is so big. It's a residential size shower. The great thing about it that Grand Design is doing with the Solitude, it's a sunken shower floor. So you actually have plenty of headroom here. I'm not that tall, but people that might be a little bit taller than me in other brands would be knocking their head, or their head would be in the skylight. Now with the Grand Design Solitude. It's also a one-piece shower enclosure, so there's no seams in here that water can penetrate. You won't have to worry about that whatsoever. You have built-in shelves here for your shampoos, built-in seat right here as well. You also have a removable shower head, so you can easily clean this area up. And then you have a glass shower door as well. You don't have a curtain like other brands are using. You have this beautiful trifold glass shower door, which just feels like you're in a house and not an RV, which is great.
So let me show you this space over here. This is a massive, massive closet that is like dedicated for a washer and dryer, but you could also use it as extra hanging storage. You could put storage crates in here. There's a lot you can do with this closet. There's so much space that other brands don't give you this, that the Grand Design is just one-upping the competition once again with that type of space. And then there's also another porcelain toilet here. I know we went over that earlier, but I can't believe that they're doing another one, because brands use plastic, and I can't imagine using a plastic toilet. I have porcelain, it's what you gotta have. So as we're passing through the bedroom on our way out, we've just gotta show you all this storage. There's an unbelievable amount of storage. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, like 10
drawers
plus 6, so 10 sets of storage in this bedroom just on this side.
And you have another hidden storage compartment here. Wow, the 11 storage drawers or doors here, that's too much storage.
You can never have too much storage, sir.
You also have a TV right up here in your bedroom as
well. Yeah, so this Solitude 380 is equipped with a bedroom TV and another window.
One of the cool things they're doing as well, before we head outside and close, this is such a cool feature. It's the little things that count with Grand Design. They're the clothes that you hold, that you hang on here. You can actually just pull this right out so you can easily see what clothes you have.
I don't know if I've ever seen that in another fifth wheel.
I want that in my house.
Right? Me too. Thank you so much for taking the quick tour of the Grand Design Solitude 380. This unit is just so unbelievable.
It's loaded up with top-of-the-line features at a really competitive price. If you want to start making memories in beautiful locations like this area right here, if you're looking for a fifth wheel, the Grand Design Solitude deserves to be on your list because of everything we've talked about today.
That's absolutely right, Elisha. So visit our dealerships, visit our website, call the number, come in and see this unit in person. You're absolutely going to love it. Thank you so much and have a great day.